Guys, a massive soul.
This week I'm breaking the January blues, catching some fish at Southbourne alongside special guest Shane from Fishing Dorset Live.
Right, hello, welcome back to T Smith, welcome back to another video. I'm down Southbourne with a special guest.
Welcome.
I'm sure you know exactly who it is. Pretty famous around these Dorset marks, I'm sure the local people know exactly who the face is, but if you'd like to give a little bit about yourself.
My name's Shane, as a lot of you know. My channel is Fishing Dorset Live. I used to do a lot of live streaming, hence the live on my channel name. Long story, I sort of cut the lives out. Now I just concentrate on the video content, fishing around a few Dorset marks. Tonight, I've come down with James. We sort of talked last couple of days, and we're going to go Southbourne a bash, and we're hoping for codling. That is our goal today. So, it's nice to meet James again. I've met his mum quite a few times, and this is the first time me and James have actually had a session together. So, we're hoping we can bag something out of here tonight.
Yeah, fingers crossed. We've had some big storms the last day or two, and it's completely flattened off now. So we're in good conditions in terms of, you know, a nice stir up, and hopefully we'll bring the fish in. But cool harbour fishing.
I've got a bite on the right.
Right on camera, there we go.
I've got a bite on the right.
He knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
I thought I saw it shake a minute ago.
You had a 6th sense in the back of your head.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Hopefully the camera caught that, because I can never capture bites. Oh, there we go. Hope you guys can see that, because you won't see it on my videos.
With the optimism set high, we got stuck into the fishing, keen to maximise on a good incoming tide. And Shane was quickly rewarded with a double shot of pouting and whiting.
Well into the flood tide now, so hopefully this is when the fishing's going to really pick up. I'm just about to send out my third rod, which is a 1 up 1 down flapper rig, sandeel and squid on both of them. Sending this one up short, hopefully picking up a nice little small bite. I tell you what guys, that ray rod, the third rod I put out, getting a nice bite from it. This one down here, I'm not sure if it's going to show on camera, hang on. Yeah, that's gone again. You might have to check that. Could be whiting. I'm going to leave it out there in that case. Right, that right hand rod, guys, keeps going on. I just hope it's not whiting that's pecking away at it, giving me annoying little bites. Tell you what, I'm not short of bites, that's for sure. I'm definitely getting bites on, more so the close range rig actually, with sandeel and squid, that third rod, the bonus one. The worm rod's had a few tapping bites, but I think it's one of those cases, if I did size down the hooks, I could be pulling in little whiting and pouting all night, but you know, I'm fishing with 3/0s and some smaller actually, but mostly around 3/0s, which is something I'm purposely doing as of late to try and avoid, you know, the smaller fish. So it's one of them. Hopefully the one fish that does bite and hooks on will be a bit of a better fish rather than pulling in tiny things all night, but we'll see. Oh, he's got to be on there surely. No. Just getting pecked at. Just getting scratched away at by a little pouting, I think. Or whiting even. Come on, it's got to be a ray out there somewhere. Nothing to report other than Shane's one whiting, one pouting that he's had. But I keep getting these bites. Frustratingly, I think they are a little whiting and pouting though. But I'm gonna progress through. Keep the bigger hooks out. I'm not too fussed about hooking up to these little fish, and see if we can't find some of the target species. That being ray, codling maybe. That would be the dream, but that's what we're here for. So we'll try. Now you might see in the foreground there, or not the foreground. Now this rod even is my new rods, which I actually have Shane to blame for. So that is my new Blackrock Foozer. Obviously Shane is sponsored and works with Blackrock. This is a rod that I've purchased myself. Now, I was after a twin tip rod. I've got my pen titles, which have lasted me, I fished them hard this year. I fished them in Chesil, Minehead, I've taken them to Cornwall, all over the country really, and they've done me well. I love them. They're medium to heavy rods that serve me lots of different scenarios. They're tippy enough to kind of, still be sensitive enough in very light scenarios, but can, put up with a really churned up angry Chesil. The fast tides of Bristol Channel, they were absolutely perfect in, so really good all-rounder. Really love those rods. What I do want though is something with a bit of a lighter tip. I do want to do a bit more lighter tackle fishing, estuary fishing. I want to do a bit more of, I think, in the new year, a bit more around Poole Harbour and the flounders and that kind of stuff. And I want a rod that's a bit more sensitive and good for those scenarios. So I looked at quite a few rods. There's a few things that are important to me when it comes to any rod really, if I'm buying a new rod or tackle. And it obviously has to fit the scenario and the purpose that you're looking to buy it for. Has to be of good build quality. So, my pen titles, they've got the Fuji rings, they've got, a lot of the basics that you want from a decent quality rod. But also a big thing for me is they've got to look the part. They've got to, for me at least, feel nice to use in the hands. They've got to be enjoyable tools to use. We spend hours around these things, so to have them kind of, you'd be a little bit proud of them. I feel I look after them a bit better if I'm a bit proud of how they look and feel and such. And I got to say, the Blackrock Fuser now, I've been using it just for the last hour or two as we've been fishing and casting with a bit. I've got the more stiffer tip on. I have got the lighter, more sensitive one with me, but I opted for the stiffer one just so as to get used to the casting and the feel of the rod. For me, it ticks all those boxes. It's got Fuji rings, it's got, looks, for me, that purple colour scheme is just, gorgeous on a rod. Genuinely one of the prettiest rods I think I've actually seen, which actually drew me to it. So yeah, ticks a lot of boxes, and in terms of that, that was a nice little bite. That's what's been happening all night, so keep an eye on that. But yeah, ticks a lot of boxes for me, and the fact that I've now got two rods for the price of one essentially, so I can use it like this as a third rod if I want to put a big mackerel head and guts out, if I want to put a third rig for rays, if I want to do whatever, I could put the stiffer tip on and still do that. But if I want to take it down Poole Harbour, down river fowl from when I'm back down there, and do some really light estuary fishing, whatever, then I can do. So yeah, really pleased with it, and it's a good tool to have in my arsenal, I feel. But I wonder if it's the curse of the new rod, which is why I haven't caught yet. I think we'll catch something. Still a few more hours of the tide left and a fair few more hours of the session left, so it is definitely all to play for still. Very busy on the beach tonight. I'm not sure, me and Shane were just chatting, I'm not sure if there is a match on tonight. It is Thursday, the 2nd of January, today. So if someone's watching and knows that there's a match on tonight, let me know. Or it could be that someone recently put out a video of 20-pound blonde and now everyone thinks they want to fish here. Could be that, I don't know. Oh, tell you what though, it is a beautiful evening, but it is cold. Really cold. It's like the first session of the year as well, where the temperatures have felt really quite icy. But we're here and we're fishing. Right, well, we've christened the new rod. The Black Rock has been christened with a very small, just lip hooked pouting. We'll take that. It's not a blank. It's a 3/0 hook on a very small pouting as well. But he's nicely hooked actually, so he should go back all right. And we'll check the other rod that keeps jingling away. But there we go. Not a blank. Well, first session of 2025 has not started off to a bang. Not just yet anyway. Yeah, it's pretty quiet. Oh, that one pouting, a few little rattly bites, but still nothing else yet. And I've got to say, got the hand warmers going. It is cold. I know I keep complaining about it, but that is the winter fishing. I keep saying it, and I want to keep saying it, but that is the reality of winter fishing. I think it's a bit more of a, if it was summer now, we could scratch around and be picking up gurnards, bream, all sorts. There's a lot more scratching around fish to kind of just fill your boots with, in between picking out, some of the more target species that you might be after. But winter fishing can sometimes be a little bit lacking in that. But yeah, the frosts have proper settled. It's a time of year when, you can't be leaving worm baits out, otherwise they freeze and die straight away. I mean, the gear, I did bring my shelter down to be honest, but I've not actually put it up. Well, we've got like no wind, although it's cold, it's kind of not doesn't bite right through you too much because there's no wind. If that wind picked up a little bit, then yeah, it would be, would not be nice. But a fish would certainly warm me up now.
And a fish is exactly what I got. Although not on my rod, I heard Shane yelling down the beach with a cracking fish in hand.
Well, Shane is here showing us all how it's done. He let out a big scream across the beach, looked over. What's he got? Go on,
Guys, a massive sole. It is huge. That's 1.5 million there.
Stunning fish.
Yeah, she's a beauty.
Do you want to get a weight on him?
I could get a weight, yeah.
Probably worth doing.
But that was on a 3-hook flapper, and that was on the blacks. The other 2 snoods had sandhill, and I put a load of blacks on one, and it took the blacks, believe it or not. But that is a beauty. I'm going to get a weight now.
Well done, mate.
Lovely
Lovely
day, I'll chop it up, mate.
Yeah,
Chop to bits.
Should be. He said he thought it was a ray originally.
I did.
And
I thought it was a ray.
I don't blame him. The size of that sole. Right. Well, we've just given Shane's fish the sole there. A bit of a measure. It weighed in just shy of 2 pounds, and I think it was 42 centimetres, just over 40 centimetres. So, as soon as I keep putting this camera on, I've just had a really nice bite. I don't know if that came out on camera, but that was not a bad bite. But yeah, really lovely fish, which he has taken home for the table, and that will make a really nice meal. So absolutely chuffed for him. But the positive news about that is as we're coming up to the top of the tide, hopefully, it means some more fish start to show and they're on the feed. But regardless, I'm glad between the 2 of us, well, 3 of us, because Shane's mate Mark is also fishing here, just further down the bay. At least between the 3 of us, we've had a decent fish. And there's still time to bring up some more. Well, while Shane catches all the nice fish, I'll clear the way of the little pouting. We've got about 30-40 minutes to the top of the tide until we fish this state of the tide out, and might stay for a little bit of the ebb, not sure. This last stint of fishing is probably the last 30 minutes, might well be the last cast. So, rebaiting, I'm hoping for the best. I've got enough bait to stay a little bit longer, but it is a school night for me. I've got work tomorrow, and it's, what is it now? It's 10 o'clock at the moment, so it's not too late. I'm happy to stay, especially if it means a fish. But hopefully, these last casts can bring something nice in. But it ain't for lack of trying, that's for sure. Yeah, a bit of a shame that there's been nothing on the ray rods at all tonight. On the sandhill squid baits, not even looking. Saying that, I don't know. Honestly, every time I put the camera on. Oh, hello. Hang on. That could be a ray, you know. I don't know. Is there weight? I think there's a fish on this. Oh yeah, there's a fish on this. Oh, there's a fish on it. Oh, bloody hell. Not a ray. It is not a ray. Can you guess what it is? Well, my ray rig does not catch me rays. Right, well, we've just fished out the tide and we both agreed that it's our last cast. So for me, pouting and dogfish, I'm going to say I cleared all the nasty fish out of the way so Shane can catch the good stuff. But no, it's been fun, hasn't it? It's been a good night.
Yeah, good few hours, mate.
Yeah, not the cod and ray fest that we were hoping for. We were just saying, I think it's all the conditions have been perfect. You know, decent tide. We had a big blow up the last couple of days. It's just a bit too flat, I think. You know, a little bit of onshore breeze would probably have turned it on a bit more. But I'm making excuses. You've had a decent night.
It's probably about the same excuse as well. It is the water's. We got here, the water's flat. Yeah. And the water's still flat.
Yeah. So just one of them. But no, it's been enjoyable. Been good to actually finally have a proper session with you and you know, fish it through.
I'm sure we'll have a few more, bud.
Yeah. No doubt about that. But yeah. Cheers. Thanks for watching, guys. And of course, if you don't already, go subscribe to Fishing Dorset Live. His link will be in the description. And check him out. He fishes all the marks around here. He knows Poole Harbour better than anyone I probably know. So check him out. All right. Cheers, guys.
See you soon.
I don't know if you can hear the foxes and see them, but they're getting pretty brave. You got to be careful with your bait. You can have some scraps, mate. Help yourself. Just don't take my bait box. I'm watching you.